Today is bread day, and we are starting with a 5-pound bag of flour, all-purpose, and I suggest not using Pillsbury. This is 4 heaping cups of flour that we are adding to that. And then we are taking 3 tablespoons of salt.
And that's a big bowl.
It is, because we're gonna have 10 loaves when we're done.
Wow.
For the freezer.
Nice.
Okay, and then we're just gonna start blending them in. Now we have 5 heaping tablespoons of sugar that we are putting in a 3-quart sauce pot. 4.
And obviously it's not turned on yet.
It is
right?
not, no. Then we're gonna take 6 heaping tablespoons of Crisco. Okay, now we want to take this to the sink, and we want to fill it about 3/4 of the way with hot water. Now we're taking it back to the stove, and we're going to turn it on and stir it around and have it dissolve. Now that it's dissolved, we need to cool it down some, so we're adding a little bit of cold water, and then we're going to add some ice cubes. And I usually start with 5. Okay, now we're going to start on the yeast, and first we're going to take a 2-cup measure and run hot water inside and out just to take the chill off of the glass.
Yeah, that seems strange.
I know, I'm just doing what my mama taught me. And then a cup of hot water. Okay. To that, we're going to add a tablespoon of sugar. We want to dissolve the sugar. Now we're going to add 4 packs of dry yeast, or you can use 1 large cake of fresh yeast.
And this is what kind of yeast? Okay.
Fleischmann's. This is not the rapid rise.
Yeah, that's what I was asking, I guess.
Yes.
I wasn't sure.
And we're just going to stir it up, mix it real well, and then we'll let it raise up. Now we want to take this yeast and add it to our Crisco water.
And that yeast rose fast.
It did, and it barely will fit.
I'll say.
We'll add it to the bowl here in a second.
Okay.
All right, now I have to try to get it over to our flour.
Good luck.
And pour it in.
Right in there?
Yep. Okay, first we'll take a fork and blend this water in. Now we just get my hands in there and just start mixing.
I hope you wash those things.
Absolutely, you know me.
And you just keep doing that until you have a nice little...
So we have our dough.
ball
We
of dough.
will be having to add more flour. This is where it's tricky. It's kind of hard to explain. It's one of those you have to feel the dough to know how much to use.
Okay.
It will be a little sticky.
Yeah.
So you don't want it too dry or too wet, just a little sticky.
Okay.
Okay, this is definitely too sticky, so we're gonna add more flour.
Just however much you think, huh?
Yeah, I just know from doing it, at least a heaping cup will do. I probably need a little more actually, but we'll find out.
Okay.
Okay, now we want to take our dough and dump it onto the counter.
I need to come over here to see this.
I know. Onto some flour, I should say. And you also don't want to be adding too much flour in the bowl because it's going to pick up more flour here as you need it.
Okay. So you need your dough.
I need it.
You need that dough.
Okay, this feels pretty good. It's not sticky like it was, but it's tacky. So that's how we want it. Now we're gonna let this little guy sit here for 7 to 8 minutes. I don't know why, my mom always did and said it just,
Needs
it'll
to
feel
rest.
better.
It needs to rest.
While it does that, we're gonna grease our bowl and a lid that will go on top. All right, it's been 7 or 8 minutes. I think we did it for 8. We're just gonna knead it a little bit. And yes, it definitely feels different, a little smoother, a little silkier.
Just in that little bit of time, huh?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now we want to pick them up. And we have our bowl that we greased with Crisco. He's heavy. And we're gonna plunk them down in there. And then pick them back up. This is the hard part. Oh,
there you go.
Okay, and flip them over so that the other side gets greased. Then we take a lid that we greased with Crisco and set it right on top.
Perfect.
I'm gonna carry him over here.
It's a he?
Yeah, it's an egg. Yep. And then we're gonna cover.
And then check it at about 2 hours?
This will raise for about 2 hours. We want it to double, at least double in size. Okay, it's only been an hour and a half and this guy really grew.
I'll say.
So, what we want to do is just punch it down.
Wow.
I know, it's kind of fun.
That looks fun, yeah.
And then we're going to gather it back up. I might need you again, honey.
Okay, got it.
Flip it over, put the lid back on, and cover it again to raise another time for about an hour to an hour and a half.
Okay.
Okay, now that our dough had risen, I guess, another time, we divided them into 10 equal portions, each weighing 1.25 pounds, and you want to just keep rolling it and tucking the ends in. And then we're going to pound the air out.
That sounds painful.
And then bring it over to our lightly greased with Crisco bread pans. And as you can see, we have 10 loaves.
Okay.
Now we're going to take a fork, and we pounded it out to get some air out, and that's what we're doing with the fork as well. You just want to poke each one very well. We're going to do that to each one, cover them up, and they'll raise in the pans for an hour. Okay, these look about right. Time to put them in the oven. It's preheated on 400. And these will bake for about, well, in our oven, it's like 18 minutes. So I'll do 9, then I'll turn them around, switch places with each other, and probably a total of 18. Some may go 20. Here they are, 10 loaves of bread. I know it's a lot, but if you're going through the effort, why not make it all and then freeze it? And that's what we do. We'll slice each one in half, double bag it, and put them in the freezer, and it'll last us quite a while.
Yeah, they look good, huh?
It smells good in here, let me tell you.
They're nice and golden.
Grab some butter.
And ready to be eaten.
That's right. So here it is, homemade bread. Give it a try and have a blessed day.